Gin on the Tyne. Haven't seen you in a while. Hello, Em. Hello, Carrie. How is everybody tonight? Just need to get my little measuring thing. Hi. So tonight I am doing a cocktail that I've already done. I did this with Tom Gilliford. Hi, Sandra. We did it a while back, but Tom has a habit of doing a minimum of, oh my God, Eb, you're opening tonight. Good luck. Hi, Dan. So Tom has a habit of doing 3 cocktails when he does cocktail demos. Hi, Julian. And I'm not really good with 3 cocktails. So we did 3 VSOT cocktails. Even though John and I shared, it still got a little messy. I'm actually good with just 1 cocktail for a demo. So I failed to save. I got interrupted by a phone alarm and I failed to save most of our live with Tom when he taught me how to use this baby. So I'm going to revisit one of those. And the first one we did was a dirty martini with Tarragon infused VSOT. So the way we infuse it, it's a very, very quick infusion. Instead of having to let it steep for days or weeks or months or whatever, you put it into one of these with a nitrous oxide canister, or what do you call it, cartridge, into the canister, and it really quickly infuses the flavor of whatever the solid that you're putting in the liquid. It forces all of the liquid into the solid, and then as you release it, the liquid comes out and it's full of whatever the flavor is of the solid that you put in there. So everybody's wishing Em good luck tonight because they are opening or reopening their Gin to My Tonic bar in Oxfordshire, because they're in tier 2, not tier 3 like the rest of us. Dirty martini is my favorite. I know you like a dirty martini. So do you like tarragon? I love it. It's really herbal and green, but has like a little hint of an anisey, licoricey kind of flavor. So it's not like star anise, it's not like licorice, it's not like sambuca, it's not like any of those really, but it's just got this very subtle licorice flavor, and it works really well in a dirty martini. So I'm going to put a decent handful of the tarragon in. Oh, it smells so good. So I'm only doing a small amount, so I don't have to put a whole bag in. Giving it like kind of a little bit of a rub, not a complete bashing, but letting the oils release a little bit. And then I'm going to do all sorts of people. I'm going to do 2 double measures, because I might make 2 martinis. I might make 1 dirty martini. And then I do have some pickled onions, so I might do a Gibson. What do you think, Julian? Do you think a Gibson would go well with tarragon infused gin? So that's 60 ml. And there's another 40. So I am infusing. Where did I get the foamer? I got the foamer on, what is it called? Nisbets? I always get it wrong. Which one is the I and which one's the E? Nisbets. The U.S. only has tiers, no tier. What part of the U.S. are you from, Carrie? So Nisbets, kitchen supply, restaurant supply store. It wasn't cheap, but I love a kitchen gadget. I can't help it. So, and they do the half-liter ones. Gibson. All right. So gin's in, tarragon's in, closing that up. Nisbet is just down. I'm getting part of, everything is originally from California, but currently in Alabama for family reasons. Ooh, California to Alabama. That is quite a transition, I bet. Wow. What do you think of the recent election? California girl in Alabama. So the cartridge is going in. twisting this. Tarragon probably with capers. Oh yeah. Instead of olives, because my anchovy stuffed olives that I was going to use, I'm going to give it a little shake after the nitrous is infused. Then release that quickly. Get that out so that you don't damage the pin. It's really cold when you take it out. What was I thinking? Oh, capers, yeah. So my anchovy stuffed olives that I liked so much in my dirty martini last time had a little bit of mold on top of them, so I had to chuck them. And I have some just regular green olives. I also have some pickled onions, but maybe capers. Yes, they would have been perfect. Capers, I'm thinking, do I put caper brine in instead of olive brine if I'm doing a caper dirty martini with tarragon? I think that's what I'm going to do. So this has been infusing. You can still hear it a little bit. Yes to capers. Got it. I've got some nice Italian capers in the refrigerator, so we're switching it up a little bit. And I'm going to release that first. It does have a tendency to spray a little bit, so you're not inverting it like you do with if you're making whipped cream. You want to release the gas without releasing the liquid yet. I make a filthy martini by stirring in actual anchovy in the mixing glass. Oh, man, that sounds amazing. That sounds really, really delightful. Oh, there's Tom. I'm going to let Tom in since he was with me the last time. Waiting for Tom.
Hi. Oh, that's the wrong way.
Hello.
Hi. I
Hi.
can't stay long because I'm in the middle of cooking mushroom risotto as promised.
Lovely. So we were just talking. Did you see any of this? I've
No, I've not long stepped in the door.
Ah. So I've infused my gin with tarragon again, but we've been having a discussion and we've decided to go with capers because my anchovy stuffed olives have gone moldy. So we're definitely not using those.
No.
I have regular ones, but I think that we're going to go with capers instead of olives tonight.
That sounds pretty great.
See how it goes. So I'm going to get my capers out. Oh, if I can reach them. This is embarrassing. Can you reach the papers down for me? Usually I step on a step stool to get the things from the top shelf. Can you give them a little recipe as well? They're very salty.
I think I've still got mine. I'm gonna make a martini for myself after I've cooked. After I've had to use the knife, I think it's probably the best.
That's an excellent plan. We've eaten already just a few, 3. So actually I don't have caper brine because they're salted capers from our Italian neighbor. So I'm doing 50 milliliters of gin. Oh, it's still, like, look at all of that. Can you see the smoke coming out of that? The vapor.
So cool when it does that. Subliming.
All right, 50 milliliters. Oh my goodness. Oh, I forgot to strain it. I haven't even had anything to drink yet. Can you have me strain it as well? So, Tom, have you made anything more exciting with your gin that you made at gin school?
I have made, what have I made? I made a really nice crab apple martini.
I saw that. That looked amazing.
That was nice. And I made this drink, which was like with Campari and soda water.
Okay.
It was like a kind of pink fizz thing.
It was?
Which was good. But no, I haven't experimented with much. I had Coravin last week.
So
I've been in a wine kick. I've got so much
port wine to last you a lifetime.
Yeah, well, at least a weekend.
So 50 milliliters of now strained. It's still bubbly. I didn't shake it exactly 36 times this time.
Yeah, you don't have to be as OCD as me. I'm afraid, Cynthia, I've got to go because I need to finish cooking this risotto. It was nice to say hello. Together. I will in the coming weeks. All Stay tuned. I can't wait. Bye.
Enjoy your risotto. Say hi to Kate. Bye. Hiya. Sorry about that. So yeah, the last time I did this, I did it with Tom. So he said he would pop in and say hello. So I'm going 10 milliliters of Dolin Vermouth. Cool. I didn't see any comments because when Tom came to the bottom of the screen, the comments kind of got blurry. So I'm sorry, I don't mean to ignore you. So these capers we get from an Italian neighbor near work, and they are coated in salt. They don't have a brine with them. They're just really, really salty. You have to rinse them. So I'm gonna maybe mash one up right in there and then garnish it with some, instead of using olive brine or caper brine, I'll mash them actually into my martini. I'm making this up as we go tonight, which is not my usual way. Usually I've got a plan and I execute it. But tonight we're going a little different. So those are mashed up in there. And then I'm going to get some ice. I think I saw that Julian said something about needing to reach things down for Sandra as well. So I'm guessing, I don't remember, I think I met you at Judapalooza, but it was so crazy. It was our first year at Judapalooza. I don't remember you being terribly short, but I don't really remember a lot. It was so full on. Okay, so I'm giving it a stir. That's it. Gin infused with tarragon, Dolin white vermouth, and some smashed up capers. Hi, Nick. You need to leave it in the comments after. But you can get this shirt on our website. Who's a short? You're a shorty. I'm shorter than 5 feet. Sandra is 5 feet and you are 6'1". I am 4'11" if I do Pilates in the morning. And John is 6'2". So we are an inch shorter and an inch taller. So that is nice and cold. I don't have my julep spoon either. I am so unprepared today. Where's my julep spoon? There it is. Sorry about this, folks. And pre-chilled martini glass, which I can reach in my nice little freezer. And if it was olives, I would strain them right over the olives. I'm going to put the capers in before, because I do like to strain a martini over the garnish. I'm using my fingers because it's for me. Still doing 3, always 3 with me. Health, wealth, and happiness. And a caper and tarragon dirty martini with the lovely VSOT. Very special, very strong. Wasn't leaving its chance. I know who subscribes to our emails. Cheers. I love a martini in a nice frosty glass. One or 3 olives, never 2 or 4. Absolutely. For me, it's 3. The Italian in me, because we always do 3 coffee beans. I just always do things in 3s. Loving your work. Thank you. The comments are all mixed up today. It's very strange. I think I need one tonight. A dirty martini? You should totally have one. Oh, yeah. What do you think? Do you think this could have gone Gibson? What do you think about tarragon and onions? I think we could have put onions in instead. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't the onion the only thing that makes it a Gibson and not a martini? I'm going to wait because I know there's a slight delay. And I also know there are lots of stories about where the Gibson came from. And the Gibson, my favorite story for the Gibson, I don't know if this is the one that you all like and believe. My favorite story is it was a businessman on a lunch who was a lightweight and a good wine vinegar. Oh, okay. I need to do a little more research. So this businessman was on a lunch, and it was back when they had 3 martini lunches over business deals, and he was a lightweight. He couldn't handle his alcohol, and he had a big deal to make. So he arranged ahead of time with the bartender that he was going to ask for his martini to be with onions, because he liked it a little bit different than most people. But he told the bartender to put water in his glass instead of putting a gin martini in it. So everybody else got sloshed at their lunch, and he drank martini after martini, or a Gibson, because I think his surname was Gibson. Anyway, that is the one that I like to go with. I honestly would give Louise's right arm for a martini. Louise is not your own. Very nice. What a woman you are. She won't miss it. Cool. I need to do a little more research. I need Julian to educate me on the Gibson, because I'm not a massive, my knowledge base there is lacking. Mixed gin and beer. She won't miss it. All right. Does anybody have any further questions, comments? I know I've missed some comments tonight because they're looking very weird. They're all jumbled up. People's names are in the middle of pickled onions can be considered a substantial meal, right? Absolutely. You tier 2 people. The other story is twins named Gibson who didn't like olives and put onions in instead. Right. And I think I've heard another one where somebody just challenged a bartender to make a cocktail that was better than a martini, and he put an onion in instead or something. I love all these old cocktails that have all of these old stories and originations and blah-de-blah-de-blah. I'm going for that, Sandra. So is that all you're serving tonight in your bar opening, or is your pizza oven up and ready to go, Em? Samuel Charles knows the same story. I saw somebody said something about Shakespeare. Does it sound from Shakespeare? Oh, sound from Shakespeare Distillery. There we go. Hi. I love the guys at Shakespeare. If you guys don't know Shakespeare, check them out, because they make some really lovely gins, and they are about to launch a rum as well. And if they launch it before Advent is over, I might be making a rum cocktail with it. Pizza oven is on its way. Yes. Cool. Don't think they'd go. Cool, cool, cool. Okay. I am now going to say goodnight. And I know there are some subscribers that are excited to see me say goodbye tonight. And I am going to have a sip. Say ciao until tomorrow. And I will see you soon. Mwah.